Hey everyone, I'm Lindsay Brownson and the founder of Spark Collaborative. I wanted to share with you guys today an experience that I had recently with Facebook regarding their promoted or sponsored posts feature. I recently wrote a blog post about this experience, and that blog post was called Facebook, Take Your Promoted Posts and ... As you can probably guess, my experience with it wasn't amazing, but I've done a little bit of research since then, and I had a workaround that I wanted to share with you if you did read the post. If you didn't, you can visit our page and follow the link there to go and check it out. As you can see from the photo I've posted here, that one of the downsides of the promoted post that I found was that when I checked my analytics after doing this promoted post, I found that the majority of people who were viewing that post were not in my market. In fact, most of them were coming from Taiwan, Greece, and Brazil. So that's not anywhere near where I work with clientele, and that was a little bit of a problem. So one of the ways that you promote a post is when you put it out on your timeline, there's a little button down here that if you click it down, that's basically the simple way of promoting your post. So you get to choose from either people who already like your page, so these people are going to see it because they're fans, or people who like your page as well as their friends. And you can set this budget between $5 and $15 depending on how many people you want to reach, and it shows you your estimated reach. I would say from my experience that I actually got more, quite a bit more people viewing that post than the 1.69. I actually got about 2,500 people that viewed my promoted post for only $5. But then we go back to this problem: if it's not your market, is it really worth it? So that was the way that I had done the promoted post. Now I wanted to explore another option, which is over here. It's giving me the prompt, see your ad here. And what it shows is the same content that I used up here on my wall, as well as the photo that I used, and then it would link to that specific story. Now if we set an ad this way, if we click promote this story, it takes you to the ads section in your Facebook page. So where you'd set up a normal ad that would just go on the sidebar. But the difference is that if you hit promote your page post, it's going to give you exactly the same content as the other promoted post, only this time you have all kinds of options to actually get really specific in your targeting. So what you do is you click on that promoted post, it's showing you that, that's the start of the content, and then it gives you the column preview. So this is what it would look like. And you have the options still, just like the other promoted posts, whether people who like your page or people who like your page plus their friends, or people outside who don't necessarily already like your page. And so we're going to leave all of those checked so that everybody in the whole world that are in my market can see that post. So the sample news feed story, if this is a shared story, and what a shared story is a sponsored post that somebody likes. It will show up then on their news feed that they liked this post. So scrolling down here, this is where we can actually set the targets really specifically for that promoted post. So I didn't want people in Taiwan and Greece to be the top viewers of my post last time. So I like that this option gives me the United States. I'm going to go even more specific and target around the city that I work in. So I'm in Costa Mesa, which is near Newport Beach. It's also near Irvine, and it's near Huntington Beach. And let's go all the way to Tustin, and maybe, let's see, Lake Forest. Perfect. So you can see that as you add in your targets, it starts narrowing down the number of people who would view that post. So cities, I guess the easier option would be cities within 10 miles. Alright, I'm going to leave it just here for now so that we get the maximum reach. The age I will set to something that's closer to my target market, so 25 to 50. And I think that my target market is both men and women, people who are generally interested in what's going on with Facebook, and a lot of people have questions about these promoted posts. So precise interests, I think I will look at marketing, small business. Let's see, Facebook. And we'll leave it at that for right now. Suggested likes and interests, it's just giving me a few other options. You can get really specific, and I recommend that you do, especially if you're doing real ads versus your promoted posts. But anytime you're spending money, I think be really, really clear on who you want to see this post and why. So more broad categories, you can get down to their ethnicity, their family status. So if you're trying to promote something that would appeal to moms, that's a good way to go, or dads. Connections, people connected to my page, people who are not connected to my page, I'm going to leave it at anyone for now. And then you get down to the campaign and budget. Name your campaign. And then I'm going to set a budget just like the promoted post I did the other day. So it's going to be a $5 lifetime budget, and I'm only going to run it for 3 days, which is what the other promoted post gives you automatically. So I think that's the 22nd. Yeah. All right. So optimization, $5 lifetime budget. And then review the ad. So this is the ad preview, what it will look like in the sidebar, and this is a sponsored story. So if somebody likes this post, it's going to show up in their news feed that says that they like the post and the photo. Ad name, I'm going to change that again, just so that I can see it when I'm checking the analytics. So $5 lifetime budget for 3 days, and I'm going to go ahead and place that order. I hope that helped. Good luck!